beauty routine may need to change. Here with some simple tips to keep you properly hydrated from Hello Rigby, welcome beauty blogger Jenn Haskins. Hi there.
Hi, hello.
And so when we talk about this kind of stuff, actually men can benefit from this too. They have skin also.
Yes, absolutely. And I find
you do,
that,
don't you? I see skin on all of you out there.
I find that the men in my life sometimes forget that they need to use extra and maybe different products at this time of year. I mean, it's very cold out. Our skin is dry. We're going through, we're going from a very cold outside to a very warm interior where sometimes people are using heating and our skin gets really dry and parched. So this time of year.
What is it about winter that does that? Is it just, is the air drier? Is it the heating? Or is it just a combination of things?
I think it's a combination of both. Right now we're expecting, I think, snow in the forecast next week. And so
I think even Friday morning.
Oh my gosh. So crazy, but I mean that brings in drier air, and then we go from a very cold outside to a warm inside, and you've got that radiant heat going on, and just dries out your skin and makes it feel real parched.
All right, well, let's talk about how to fix that without ending up greasy, oily, any of those sorts of things. So which product would you like to start with?
Why don't we start with face cream? So I feel like everybody kind of thinks about they need to add a new face cream in the winter when it's very cold out. This is from Susan Gray Skincare. All of these products are local. So this is made here in Seattle.
Oh, that's cool.
She is in Ballard, and she does facials in her studio, but she also has her own line of skincare, and it is for Pacific Northwest skin. She uses vitamin D in her products because we are missing a lot of vitamin D. So this illumination cream is a really great moisturizer. It's good for preventing signs of aging, and it's got a lot of great ingredients that are natural but also very good for our skin.
That's good to know. What's the little tiny one?
So those are samples. So same skincare there, just
in a little thing.
Yep.
Okay. So Teodora Brazilian Glow Radiance and Renewal Multitasking Oil. Good grief, that's a lot of words.
It is definitely a lot of words, but it's an awesome product because it's a multitasking product. We can use this in a variety of ways. You can mix this in with your moisturizer. So if you're finding that your moisturizer is maybe a little bit too heavy, you can kind of thin it out with an oil, or if you need a boost of hydration, I sometimes actually mix out an oil into my foundation, and instead of necessarily having to put a thick cream on, I can mix it in with my foundation.
Just do it all at once.
Yep, exactly. I also put this on my cuticles before I actually came on camera because I was noticing that my cuticles were so dry.
Are perfect.
Yeah.
Well, your hands, everything, seems to really show it, and we can use that on skin, on
nails, and in hair. Yep, you can use it on your hair. So I'll often put this in the ends of my hair where I'm feeling like I'm maybe getting split ends or have some dryness. You can also put it, I usually will put, since I have long hair and I wear a lot of coats and scarves, sometimes I find that I get tangles in the back of my hair, and oils really help kind of keep the hair from tangling, keeps it nice and supple and moist.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Restore Ointment by Dr. Rogers. Not Mr. Rogers, but Dr. Rogers.
So this is created by Dr. Heather Rogers. She's a local dermatologist, and she had a need for her patients to be able to have a petroleum-free product for healing wounds. And what this is also great for, as well as wound care, is for the lips and for dry, chapped skin. So if you're somebody who likes skiing or snowboarding, you might spend a lot of time in a windy area, and sometimes we get windburn on our face. And so her goal was really to create something that was natural, was made with plant-based ingredients, but also free of allergens. So there's no lanolin in this product, and there's no antibiotic properties like you would see in an ointment that sometimes people are allergic to and actually cause more problems.
Product
exactly.
In that way.
Exactly.
And what does it feel like?
It feels very similar to an ointment. I mean, it kind of has the texture of if you're familiar with Aquaphor or like a Neosporin, it kind of feels very similar to that, but it's just made with different ingredients so that people who may be allergic or sensitive to those products can use it.
That's awesome. What's next?
All right, so the final product we have is for expectant moms or maybe somebody who's recently given birth. This is the DreamBelly butter, and this is made in Bellingham, and they make a lot of products for new moms, and this is supposed to prevent stretch marks. So it's great for using when you're pregnant and everything is stretching out, and then also after pregnancy to keep the skin supple and very moist so that you're not, there's less stretch marks, less risk of that. And so, yeah.
That's a wonderful product. All the rest of these would be fine for men or women, right?
Absolutely. And I mean, I think you could really use the DreamBelly butter if you're somebody who is stretch mark prone. Maybe you've started a new workout routine. And I know sometimes people, when they're all of a sudden going from a certain size to another, sometimes they have, you know, some issues with
losing or gaining weight.
Exactly. So that is another way you could use it. So, I mean, really, all of these products could be used by men and women of all ages.
Now, I'm noticing that these are locally made. We're seeing much more of that. I mean, part of that is a great answer for getting things that are appropriate to the Northwest.
Absolutely.
But is it also happening because we're demanding products that have fewer ingredients or
so.
certain things are not in there?
Absolutely, I think so. I think a lot of people like to shop locally. They like to support makers who are maybe a little bit smaller. Sometimes the cost is maybe just a little bit higher, but most of these products are comparable in price to things that you can find, you know, at Sephora or Ulta, and you're able to shop locally. You can go pick it up, you know, in Ballard or in Bellingham or wherever.
Do they have online?
They do. So all of these makers have their own websites, and so you can shop directly from their website, and then many are also in other outlets. So Dr. Rogers, for instance, is in local dermatology clinics, and you can find many of these products in other stores as well.
Perfect. Tell us about your blog, where we find it, and what we'll
so
see when we go there.
You can find my blog at hellorigby.com. It's named after my dog, Rigby. He's a Shiba Inu.
That's very Northwest of you. We love our dogs.
Yeah, we do love our dogs here, and I find that that's kind of a bond that I share with a lot of people who follow me. They also love their dogs, and they kind of remember my dog when they always ask me first, before how I am, how Rigby.
I know the feeling. All right, great. We will check it out. Thank you so much for the recommendations. Everybody in today's studio audience is going home with these 4 products, so you're going to enjoy it. I want the guys to just be as hydrated as they possibly can be. Up next, how a book about road tripping is inspiring young minds around the country.